it comes to iconic Call of Duty franchise, many titles have left their mark on gaming history, but few have managed to capture the brutal intensity, emotional depth, and immersive gameplay that Call of Duty World at War delivered. Released in 2008, this masterpiece by Treyarch not only redefined what a World War II shooter could be, but also set the stage for innovations that would influence the series for years to come. In this video, we're diving deep into why Call of Duty World at War remains one of the most beloved entries in the franchise, from its unforgettable campaign to its groundbreaking multiplayer and the introduction of zombie mode. This game is a testament to Treyarch's bold creativity and the dedication to crafting a truly immersive experience. World War II games were nothing new by the time World at War had hit. The early 2000s were dominated by titles like Medal of Honor, Brothers in Arms, and the original Call of Duty. But World at War dared to go where no other World War II game had gone before, into the gritty, brutal, and often horrifying realities of the conflict. The tone of war was unapologetic. From the very first mission, where he rescued from a Japanese POW camp, the game made it clear that this wasn't going to be a sanitized version of history. It depicted the war with unflinching brutality, showing the grim fates of the soldiers and civilians alike. Whether you were storming the beach of Peleliu in the Pacific or fighting through the war-torn streets of Berlin, World at War pulled no punches in showing the devastating human cost of the war. One of the game's standout features was its attention to historical detail. Treyarch worked hard to recreate the battles, weaponry, and the environments of World War II with stunning accuracy. But it wasn't just about realism. It was about making you feel the chaos and intensity of being on the front lines. The sound design played a massive role in this. Bullets whizzed past your head, explosions shook the ground, and the cries of wounded soldiers echoed all around you. It was immersive, visceral, and at times deeply unsettling. And that's what made it so impactful. The campaign of World at War was nothing short of cinematic. Split between the Pacific and Eastern fronts, it gave players two very different perspectives on the war. You played as Private Miller, a Marine fighting the Japanese in the Pacific, and as Dmitry Petrenko, a Soviet soldier battling the Germans on the Eastern Front. The storytelling was elevated by stellar voice acting from Hollywood heavyweights like Kiefer Sutherland, Sergeant Roebuck, and Gary Oldman as iconic Viktor Reznov. These characters brought depth and emotion to campaign, making you care about the struggles and sacrifices. Reznov, in particular, became a fan favourite character with his fiery speeches, unwavering determination to crush the German war machine. Each mission was meticulously crafted to offer a unique and memorable experience. Whether you were sneaking through the jungle in a stealth mission, piloting a tank, or calling in airstrikes, there was never a dull moment. And let's not forget the infamous flamethrower, a weapon that perfectly encapsulates the game's raw, unflinching tone. The campaign's pacing was masterful, alternating between bombastic, large-scale battles and quieter, more tense moments. One minute you'll be storming a heavily fortified beach under a hail of gunfire. The next you'll be sneaking through the enemy territory with your heart pounding with every step. The game knew how to keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. In addition to its intense action, the campaign also explored themes of loyalty, revenge, and psychological toll on the war. For example, the relationship between Dmitry Petrenko and Viktor Reznov highlighted the bond that can form between soldiers under extreme circumstances. Reznov's passionate hatred for the Nazis, fueled by the atrocities he witnessed, added a layer of personal motivation to the broader historical narrative. These emotional undercurrents made the story more relatable and grounded, despite the larger-than-life battles. If the campaign was the heart of World at War, the multiplayer was its soul. Building on the foundation laid by Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, World at War introduced a robust, addictive multiplayer experience that kept players coming back for more. Multiplayer maps were a standout feature, ranging from the dense jungles of the Pacific to the rubble streets of Europe. Each map was meticulously designed to encourage a variety of playstyles, whether you preferred close quarter combat or long range sniping. Iconic maps like the castle, the dome are still fondly remembered by fans to this day. The game also introduced some exciting new gameplay elements like the ability to call in dogs or kill streak reward. Watching a pack of vicious dogs tear through your enemy players was both terrifying and exhilarating. And of course, World at War kept the customizable perks and loadouts that Modern Warfare was such a hit, allowing players to tailor their playstyles to their preference. One of the most memorable aspects of World at War's multiplayer was its community. This was the era of intense clan rivalries, late night matches with friends, and trash talk in the pre-game lobbies. It was chaotic, competitive, and incredible fun. Perfect reflection of the game itself. Moreover, World at War introduced a war game mode, which emphasized team-based objectives and dynamic gameplay. Players had to capture whole points across the map, creating a tug-of-war style experience that rewarded teamwork and strategy. This mode stood out for its intensity and the way it fostered collaboration, making it a favourite among players who enjoyed a more tactical approach to multiplayer. No discussion of World at War would be complete without mentioning the game mode that started it all, Call of Duty Zombies. What began as a hidden bonus unlocked after completing the campaign quickly became one of the most iconic features of the Call of Duty franchise. Nach der Untoten, the very first zombie map, was a simple yet incredibly addictive survival mode, armed with a pistol and a few barricades. Players had to fend off waves of the undead while scavenging for better weapons. The tension and the thrill of holding out against increasingly difficult waves of zombies made for an endless, replayable experience. Treyarch continued to expand the zombie modes with additional maps like Sino Numa and Derice. Each map introduced new mechanics, weapons, strategies, as well as mysterious storylines that would later become a central part of the zombie experience. The blend of cooperative gameplay, strategic depth, and sheer chaos made Zombies mode an instant classic and a fan favourite. The addition of Easter eggs, hidden objectives, and secrets gave Zombies mode even more replayability. Players worked together to uncover the secrets, sparking a tense community of collaboration extended beyond the game itself. Discussions about strategies, theories, and discoveries thrived online, creating a dedicated fan base that remains passionate about zombie mode to this day. Even over a decade later, Call of Duty World at War remains a standout entry in the franchise. Its commitment to authenticity, compelling campaign, and innovative multiplayer makes it a game that's still worth revisiting. And let's not forget its role to introducing zombie modes, which has since become a cultural phenomenon in its own right. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of World at War is the way it captured the human side of war. It wasn't just about shooting enemies or winning battles, it was about the sacrifices, the camaraderie, and the resilience of those who fought. It reminded us that behind every statistic and every battlefield was a story of courage, loss, and survival. The game's visuals and sound design, though dated by today's standards, still hold a certain charm. The gritty, almost cinematic atmosphere immerses players in the harsh realities of World War II. This sense of immersion is further enhanced by the game's use of documentary-style footage in its cutscenes, which provides historical context and adds weight to the events portrayed. In a franchise that's often focused on modern warfare and futuristic settings, World at War stands out as a poignant and powerful exploration of one of history's darkest chapters. And for that reason, it will always hold a special place in the hearts of gamers around the world. Call of Duty World at War wasn't just a game, it was an experience. It took players on a journey through the most harrowing battles of World War II, and left an indelible mark on the gaming world. Its dark, realistic portrayal of war, coupled with its thrilling campaign, groundbreaking multiplayer, and the introduction of zombies mode, made it a title that stood apart from its contemporaries. But beyond its gameplay and features, World at War succeeded in capturing the emotional weight of the conflict. It reminded players of the humanity amidst the chaos, the courage required in face of fear, and the sacrifices made by those who came before us. The game wasn't afraid to delve into the darker aspects of history, and in doing so it created a narrative that resonated on a deeply personal level. Even today, World at War serves as a reminder of the power of video games as a storytelling medium. It's a game that's dared to be bold, unflinching, and innovative, and it succeeded in every way. For many, it's more than just a chapter in Call of Duty series. It's a benchmark for that franchise that can achieve when it combines heart-pounding action and meaningful storytelling. As we look back on Call of Duty World at War, it's clear that its impact extends far beyond its release in 2008. It's a testament to the creativity and ambition of Treyarch, and it's a game that will continue to be celebrated for fans for years to come. So whether you're revisiting it for nostalgia or experiencing it for the first time, one thing is certain: World at War is a timeless classic that deserves its place in gaming history. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down your favourite parts of World at War, or even if you haven't played it. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye bye.